All right, Shalom. I want to start off, as always, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha HaKodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And as you can see here, the title of this video is going to be Sirach chapter 22, verse 16 from the Gnt Bible. And I'm going to read this precept here and break it down to the spirit. All right. It's very self-explanatory, but I also have a few videos here pulled up that I wanted to show you, brothers and sisters. Excuse me, concerning prophecy and current events. All right. It's a lot going on the planet Earth. And for us as believers, we should be very, very excited, okay? We should be elated in the spirit and joyful seeing prophecy play out before our eyes, man, okay? These are the days that the prophets saw in visions, all right? And they wrote it down, and we're living it, man, okay? These are very beautiful times, but this will also be trying times for us as believers, man. Our faith is going to have to go to another level to endure the hell that's about to come, man. All right. And we're seeing the buildup to the hell that's coming, man. Okay. It is a slew of things going on, and it's impossible to cover everything. All right. But this is why you have, brothers touching on different points of the news and, documentaries, different things all through the spirit, man. But nevertheless, the Most High word is coming to pass. And so I'll get into this precept here, man. And then I'll get on with the lesson here, all right? So this is Sirach chapter 22 in the Gnt Bible. In the 16th verse here, it says, let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, well, it's already zoomed in enough. It's fine. It says, a wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it loose. A person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes, right? And you want to be this person, all right? This individual who has been training yourself in the faith, using reason and good sense, so that when the hell come, you won't break, brother or sister out there, okay? But I'm mainly focusing on, focusing in on you brothers out there, man. You should be this person, all right? It says a person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. And we know that the elites and the world leaders at the World Economic Forum, they talked about a certain term called polycrisis, right? Which is a multitude of things happening, man. And what we're seeing in the planet Earth right now, brothers and sisters, we're seeing polycrisis, man. As of right now, there is a heavy spirit of protesting in the planet Earth, man. I mean, all across the world is hella protests going on, man. I mean, hella protests, okay? And it's all according to prophecy, man. But these things will lead to, worse things coming, okay? This is why you have to take advantage of this grace period, of this truth, man. You cannot be in this thing playing around, brother. You have to train yourself in the spirit, man. And you do that through fasting, prayer, right? It comes, through rebukes. But nevertheless, you're growing, man. You're supposed to be growing, okay? When a boxer is training, he's training to be the best he could be, man. He's training to be at the top of his game. All right, when LeBron James and them go out there and hoop, they train to be at the top of their game, man. It should be the same thing for you in the faith, brother. You should be trained and working on yourself. This is why me personally, I always stress reading, okay? Because that's a good tool to train, right? To build. Reading these scriptures, getting into these precepts, getting into these accounts, learning about Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, seeing the power, all right, seeing the faith of our forefathers, and it builds you up inside, okay? So when all hell comes, these crises, right, you won't lose yourself, man. If you're not working on yourself, if you're not training yourself well, then guess what? When all hell break loose, you're going to lose your head, man, and do something stupid, okay? Do something that's not of the spirit, man. And you don't want to be doing that, okay? This is why you have to take advantage of the times we're in, man, okay? Because the Most High God is working, okay? It's clear that he's working. If you can't see that the Lord is working, then you better need to go pray, okay? But the Most High God is working, man, because this is a wicked world. And he's getting ready to make a move on humanity, right? Especially on Babylon the Great. He's getting ready to do some damage, man. Real quick, this is Psalms chapter 119 and verse 126. It says, "It is time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law." Right? This world despises the laws of the Most High. Okay? I saw an article today. I forget the name of this Edomite, but he said that the Bible is the worst book ever. Okay? This is what Esau had to say about the scriptures, man. They hate the Most High, bro. This world hates the Lord, right? They hate his son. They hate his men. They hate the believers, man, because our ways through the spirit of Yahweh Shai is contrary to this world. We establish the law in our lives, but the world make void the law, okay? And it's through the influence of Esau Edom. So this is why the Most High God is working, okay? First video here. This is from Associated Press. And as you can see, it says students at the UCLA campus in Los Angeles protest war in Gaza. This has been going on for a long time, man. Okay, for weeks now. These protests, okay, people out there, you know, they're fighting the police. People being arrested. I think they said about 300 arrests has been made, and they're still out there, man, causing trouble, right? People can't, you know, go freely to class and do what they do. People bringing tents on campus and, you know, staying in the buildings and, you know, they're sleeping out on the ground. This is the Most High working, man. Okay, and these protests has spread all throughout the world, man. Okay, it's all across the world where people are protesting the war that's happening in Gaza. In particular, they're protesting against the small hats, man. But you also have small hats or supporters out there, okay, who are clashing with them, okay? And this could very well, you know, be set up by the elites, but nevertheless, it's the Most High doing it. He's causing all this tension, man, okay? And it's a beautiful thing to behold. Now, I want to get this video here. We on news, right? It says, pro-Palestine university protest spreads from U.S. to U.K. So, hey, man, it's around the world now. And I don't see these protests, you know, slowing down any soon, man. Especially with this being election year. Who knows what Esau has up his sleeve, man. But something could very well pop off, man. And things can go left, you know. So I want to play this video here. And Lord willing, y'all can hear it and it's clear, okay?
Meanwhile, demonstrations and clashes at several colleges in U.S. continue to make headlines. Campuses across the country saw arrests, clashes, and unrest as students continue to pressure universities to financially divest from Israel. In Los Angeles, there was heavy police deployment at the University of California after clashes erupted on campus. The tension was diffused and things are reportedly calm at the moment. The heavy police deployment comes in response to Los Angeles mayor's request. Earlier, pro-Palestinian demonstrators and pro-Israeli demonstrators scuffled over steel barricades on campus. Shortly after, the pro-Israeli group threw fireworks at the pro-Palestinian demonstrators, further escalating tensions. Meanwhile, over 300 people were arrested by the New York Police Department at pro-Palestine demonstrations in Columbia University and City College campuses. And this after the university administration had called on the police personnel to clear out the demonstrators and check for outsiders in the demonstrations that have been taking place.
Approximately 300 people were arrested at Columbia and City College. We are processing the arrests to distinguish between who were actual students and who were not supposed to be on the ground. And we pointed out yesterday, these external actors with a history of escalating situations and trying to create chaos, not to peacefully protest, but create chaos.
In the last 24 hours, many arrests have been made across campus in the United States of America. Tensions also escalated between the police and pro-Palestine demonstrators at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Demonstrators and police were seen shoving each other as police tried to remove the encampments from the college grounds.
Back up! Whoa!
A tightly packed group of demonstrators huddled around police officers and chanted slogans. As student rallies have spread to dozens of schools across the U.S., pro-Palestine supporters chanted slogans and waved flags at New York's Fordham University under heavy security.
Step out of the street.
The New York State Department officers removed demonstrators encamped at the Fordham University. Police also arrested 15 people.
Bro, look at this, bro. They protest like they got tents. They got tents inside the building, man. These people are crazy, all right? But it's beautiful to see, man, okay? They're crazy, man. And this is happening everywhere, okay? It's protests everywhere going on. And it's beautiful, man, to see the Most High word coming to pass, to see the decline of Babylon the Great, man, all right? To hear these people complain, right? These Edomites, I love hearing them complain about their society falling, man, okay? I love hearing them complain. And these Edomites are getting to a point to where they just want to get physical, man, all right? They're complaining about the border. Now these protests going on, you know, the economy is trash. The Edomite woman, she's sleeping with Jake. Their sons are turning to the opposite sex. Esau feeling it, man. They can't get good sleeps at night, okay? Every day they get on the internet screaming and yelling, right, about their society collapsing, okay? It's a beautiful thing to see, man, all right? The Most High is working, man. Okay, he's working.
Meanwhile, at the University of Texas, police arrested at least 17 people. Demonstrators began making an encampment on campus on Wednesday morning. The law enforcement removed the encampment and arrested people on the charges of trespassing. At the University of Arizona, demonstrators engaged in dangerous actions while officials tried dispersing them. While trying to disperse the demonstrators, officers made minimal use of pepper balls, rubber bullets. As per the university's president, about 20 arrests were made. The support for Palestinians is not only restricted to the United States of America, but now the students at UK campuses have also started to voice their support. On Wednesday, pro-Palestinian demonstrations and encampment were established at the Newcastle University. Students had set up tents outside campus buildings, and they also unfurled Palestinian flags as the demonstrations against the ongoing war in Gaza. Across the UK, student activism is intensifying as more join the call for Palestinian support. Colleges are becoming stages for political expression regarding the ongoing Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. And from all this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani sent us this ground report from Fordham University in New York. Take a look.
Because we're standing outside of Fordham, it's hard to know how many of these protesters are students and how many are from the outside just supporters. Now, these demonstrations come shortly after Mayor Eric Adams said that the protests in Columbia University were being directed by outside agitators. It's not clear what will happen now that the building behind me is covered, but I'll show you around and you can see that there is a very heavy police presence. They have zip ties in hand. It appears that although some arrests have been made, it appears that more. Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
All right, man. So there you can see it. People are turned up. Okay. The Most High God spirits turned up, man. They ready to crash out. All right. They're ready to crash out, and it's beautiful, man. Okay. All we have to do is remain faithful, man. And let the Most High word come to pass. Let him do what he do. Okay. And we got to, just stay rooted, man, because eventually, this stuff gonna go to another level, man. To where our, safety in homes will be under threat. All right. To where there's just total chaos everywhere in these streets, man. Civil unrest, lawlessness. Okay. That's what we're heading to. Lawlessness, man. See, these so-called, little civilized protests, right? People just standing around screaming, chanting. Eventually, that's going to get uncivilized, right? To where people just, taking each other out, attacking the cops shooting them. That's a level that it's going to get to, man. Okay? And thanks be to Yahweh Ba'ashim Hawashah that all these protests are coming to pass. And we're seeing it, man. All right? 2 Esdras 9:1, it says, he answered, consider all these things very carefully. When you see that some of the signs I have told you about have appeared, you will know that the time has come when God Most High will bring judgment on the world he has created. This is where we're at, man. We're seeing part of the signs come to pass, and the Most High God is working, man. And he's getting ready to bring judgment upon the planet Earth. Okay? It says there will be earthquakes, national rebellions, international intrigues, unstable leaders, and confused rulers, when you see these things happening, you will know that they are what God Most High has spoken about since the beginning of creation. So the Lord been prophesied about these things, man. Earthquakes and national rebellions, he been talking about this, okay? And we're seeing it happen, and it's a beautiful thing, man. All right, it's a beautiful thing. And I just hope and pray that these protests get worse, right? That more and more people start to protest, more chaos come, man. We need it to happen. We need this stuff to get bad, man, so that we can get the hell out of here, okay? I don't want to just sit around in Babylon and Great forever, you know. Now, I can't tell the Lord what to do, right? I can't tell the Lord what to do, but, you know, just the spirit of hastening our Lord's coming, man, to get out of Babylon, okay? So moving on here to the next thing, right? This is from We On News. It says, Kenya floods. Why is Kenya witnessing deadly floods? So I'm going to play this video here, and you'll get a chance to see the numbers of people who have been unalived by this flood. Well, these floods that's happening, man. Okay, the Lord is at work in all areas, man. Okay. Okay, man. So you have it there. Floodings in Kenya has killed up to 169 people. And some still missing. Hey, man, the Most High working, bro. Okay, he is at work, man. It's a lot happening at once. Okay, it is a lot happening, man. Moving on here to the next thing before I go to close out. This is from Fox for Dallas Fort Worth, right? And it says at least 17 tornadoes touched down in Oklahoma. All right. One tornado is enough to wreak havoc. 17 tornadoes? You know that's the Lord. Okay, you know that's Yahweh Ba'ashim Hawashai doing that, man. That's a lot, bro. Okay, that is a lot of tornadoes touching down, man, wreaking havoc through neighborhoods, right? Claiming lives, damaging property. I mean, just everything. Okay. If you ever seen a tornado before, you know it's terrifying. All right. I remember being on the elementary side, you know, in elementary school, and down the street from my school, man, a tornado had touched down. And thanks be to the Lord, you know, it didn't come toward the school. It just crossed the street. But we were down the road from it, bro. Like, you felt the power of it in the school, man. And people were trying to, you know, come and get their kids. They're like, no, don't come in the building, you know, go somewhere and hide, because this tornado could come right behind the school, man. I mean, that was very terrifying. Okay, left a everlasting scar in my life. Okay, I actually been in 2 tornadoes before, but they were like the closest one. You know, the one that landed behind our school, man. So I only can imagine being in Oklahoma. You know, and 17 tornadoes touched down, man. Oh my goodness. So I'll play this video here, man, and hopefully I can hear it, all right?
At least 4 people were killed in Oklahoma when several tornadoes ripped through communities in the middle of the night. Good evening, I'm Blake Hansen. I want to give you an aerial view of some of the devastation in Sulphur, Oklahoma. It's about 85 miles southeast of Oklahoma City. Reports there say at least 17 tornadoes touched down in the state. That number could rise as the National Weather Service surveys the damaged area. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is live in studio with more from those affected. Amelia.
Blake, the National Weather Service confirmed at least EF3 tornadoes touched down in Sulphur and Marietta, Oklahoma. Fox 4 photojournalist Chase Boyer has been on the ground all day in Oklahoma talking to survivors and helping us tell their stories.
It's heartbreaking.
Gary Minch spent 24 years building his business. And in a matter of seconds, it was gone.
As you can tell, man, there's nothing left.
Minch's store, JJ's Furniture, is one of many buildings in downtown Sulphur that was hit by a tornado Saturday night.
So last night I was in the cellar, and I had this moment where I look across from me and I see my kids and my wife, and I know everyone's safe and okay. But deep inside, like, it's hurting because I knew what was happening on the other end of town.
He lost everything inside the store and warehouse.
It's just a process, and I'm having to take it minute by minute.
Sulphur was one of the hardest hit areas by that tornado outbreak in southern Oklahoma Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt issued a state of emergency in 12 counties.
What I saw downtown Sulphur, it's unbelievable.
Marietta also took a big hit. Oklahoma Emergency Management says a hospital was damaged and Interstate 35 was closed at the border with Texas because of overturned vehicles and power lines across the highway. Giovanni Carrion was in his car on I-35 in Marietta when the tornado came through. He pulled over and the force of the winds blew his car across the highway.
All I remember is I flip over like 5 times. I just get the whistling so bad and I was over there.
Carrion went to the hospital for injuries to his face, but was otherwise okay. A Red Cross shelter was set up in Sulphur, and the state's emergency management team is focused on getting people what they need.
Today, our focus is on really understanding search and rescue efforts, making sure capabilities are there, making sure people have generator power, a safe place to go, and then starting to look forward on how we help a place like this rebuild.
Mensch is already looking forward.
It's tough,
but he knows Oklahomans are tougher.
Try to find the positive in it and just keep moving forward, I guess. You know, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I hope everyone else does.
25 families stayed in the Red Cross shelter last night. That number is expected to grow. The state's emergency management is still gathering injury reports as well. So unfortunately, those numbers could also grow. Blake, back to you.
Yeah, man. Devastating, bro. 17 tornadoes, okay? Claimed a few lives, you know, but it did a lot of damage, man. Okay, destroyed businesses and, you know, homes. Hey, bro, that's some terrifying stuff, bro. And they said it happened while people were pretty much sleeping in their beds. While they were asleep, those tornadoes came down, bro. You know the Most High God did that, man. When you sleep, you know, you don't know what the hell going on. But them tornadoes woke them up, bro. You can guarantee that, man. Oh my goodness. Okay. But it's all showing that the Most High God is working, man. I mean, in every area, he's at work. Okay. And all kind of judgments are going out. Next here, I have a clip from We On News. It says, "Will bird flu be the next pandemic? New V of avian influenza emerges." Okay, so I want to play this here.
In America now say that drinking unpasteurized milk is a bad idea?
Right now, they believe the danger associated with raw milk, it may have gone to a whole new level. H5N1 bird flu has been circulating in dairy cow herds in multiple parts of the United States for months now. Tests on the milk from these infected cows shows the virus is present in concentrations that have surprised the scientists.
They worry that if a raw milk consumer inadvertently drank milk from infected cows, the results could be bad, potentially lethal. So how contagious is it then? Head of WHO's Global Influenza Program explains there is a high possibility of H5N1 bird flu virus spreading.
Man, just real quick, man. Just look how Esau has the animals, man. Instead of letting the animals go out and graze in the field, right? Letting the chickens, run and graze in the field. This nigga got them in a warehouse, bro. What's wrong with this dude? Like, he is obsessed with controlling every goddamn thing, man. He's the root of all these problems, all right? Why do you have cows in a fucking warehouse with tubes tied to them and, pumping milk out of them? I mean, oh my goodness, bro. Like, this dude got to be stopped, man. He got to be stopped and beaten. Okay, you got to be stopped, then beaten severely, man. That's what Esau need, bro. Okay? He don't give a damn about life, man. Just look at how he treats the earth and nature, okay?
To cows beyond the United States through migratory birds. She reiterates the UN agency deems the overall public health risk posed by the virus to be low, but urged vigilance.
Based on the information so far, we assess the current overall public health risk posed by the H5N1 to be low. And for those with exposure to infected birds or animals or contaminated environments, the risk of infection is considered low to moderate.
While the Food and Drug Association administration had banned the interstate sale and distribution of raw milk, the state legislature set the rules surrounding its use in individual states. So as some ban on the sale of raw milk for human consumption, others allow it under a variety of circumstances.
Experts stress that their concern is about other risks. They feel that the infected raw milk could help the virus mutate in ways that would allow it to spread easily to people. In other words, trigger a pandemic. At present, the FDA is urging consumers not to drink raw milk or eat raw milk cheese. That is a position that the agency has long held. It has re-emphasized it in the current context.
It has also recommended the dairy industry not to manufacture or sell raw milk or raw milk products from cows showing symptoms of illness, including those affected by or exposed to the avian flu virus.
COVID has made the risks of the pandemic clear, and many parts of the world witnessed its deadly consequences. So governments need to act quickly and decisively now to get ahead of the growing H5N1 flu public health threat and make sure the world is better prepared for the next pandemic.
All right, so you gotta be careful with raw milk now. Okay, me personally, I just usually buy almond milk. The real almond milk. Try to find some at least. But nothing out here is pure anymore. And who knows where this pandemic going to come from? We do know that the elites at the World Economic Forum, they talked about a disease X, right? They say don't know what it is, but it's deadlier than the C-19. Okay, this is how Esau play around, man. But this definitely, something to pay attention to, because all these things, could get worse and lead to, lockdowns again. Who knows? But let's just see how it plays out, okay? And a last video I have here from We On News, it says China's newest aircraft carrier, Fuin, I think that's how you pronounce it, heightens Taiwan's fears, right? And we know that it's a lot of tension going on between China, Taiwan, and America. And we know that America is backing Taiwan. And pretty much this beef is over I think it's over those chips they have there. And China pretty much is saying, hey, look, we have a claim to this island or place. And America like, no, these are our, allies, and we'll protect them from you, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of chaos happening, tension happening. And it's beautiful to see, but the Most High is working. Nevertheless, he's working, man. Here we go.
Taiwan is on high alert as China showcased its military prowess with the maiden sea trials of its latest aircraft carrier, the Fujian. This special report tells you how the unveiling of this formidable vessel has reignited fears of an imminent Chinese invasion, sending shockwaves across the region.
Meet Fujian, China's third aircraft carrier. Equipped with advanced electromagnetic catapults, it marks a formidable threat to Taiwan's security. The 80,000-ton behemoth project China's power to potentially blockade the Taiwan Strait. Taiwan is banking on help from its friend in Washington, but the carrier could potentially hamstring US intervention. In the event of an invasion leaving Taiwan vulnerable to Chinese aggression, recent Chinese incursions into Taiwanese airspace and waters have only added to the growing tension. Military analysts warn that Beijing's aggressive maneuvers may be a precursor to a full-scale invasion under the guise of a military drill.
China has been stepping up military threats against Taiwan and has been gradually, unilaterally changing the status quo of the Taiwan Strait.
With President-elect Lai Ching-te's inauguration looming, Taiwan's military is on high alert, bracing for provocative exercises by China. Beijing views Lai as a dangerous separatist and has rebuffed his overtures for dialogue. Last week, China criticized the latest package of US military assistance to Taiwan.
The Taiwan issue is China's internal affair, which tolerates no external interference. The insertion of Taiwan-related content into the US congressional bill seriously violates the One China principle and the 3 joint communiques of China and the US, and sends a wrong signal to the separatist forces in Taiwan.
There are other indications too. China is amassing a staggering $170 billion gold reserve, leading experts to speculate that Beijing is fortifying its economic defenses against potential Western sanctions in the event of a Taiwan conflict. The unprecedented gold buying underscores Beijing's resolute determination to assert control over the self-governed island that it considers a breakaway province. Bureau Report, Beyond World is One.
Okay, man. So there you have it. China showing off their new toys. Taiwan is in fear, and they're calling out to their Western allies, man. This is all the Most High is doing, okay? These things will increase and get worse as we, get closer to the end, man, but we got to stay faithful and humbled. All right, prayed up, man. Just make sure that we're doing what we got to do, because eventually all these things are going to go left that I showed you tonight, man. all this stuff going to eventually increase and go left. Okay? So last precept I end with is Mark 13. And starting verse 35, it says, watch ye therefore, for you know not when the master of the house cometh at even or at midnight or at cockcrowing or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. You want the Lord coming finding you sleeping, man, right? Finding you not on your P's and Q's, man. It says, and what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. So we're commanded to watch, man. You have to keep up with the news, right? Filtering it through prophecy so that you can prepare your soul, man. Okay? And I end with Sirach 22 again, 16. A wooden beam can be put into a building so firmly that an earthquake cannot shake it loose. A person can be trained to use reason and good sense so well that he keeps his head when a crisis comes. So, Lord willing, those edifying men, we're going to close out here by giving our praise and glory once again to Yahweh by Shema Shai by Shem Chakodash. Shalom.